So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins to about the 35, 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some room to roam now. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mills. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now Mills on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Auden Tate, 36 yards. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it. Kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mills. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
Now Mills.
Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
It's second down and goal.
Mills now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the turnover, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The Saints at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Man open, here is Jones.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yard.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On play action, Mills. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mills. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mills to the air again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
No gain on the play there, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Fourth down, Mills.
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Throwing, Mills.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Touchdown Bears!
J.K. Dobbins.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Saints take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Murray from midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Murray going to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that's a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Mills. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Dean. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Murray again.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 24, Murray.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Saints! From 19 yards away.
And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on an opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Now Mills.
And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Play fake, Mills.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's 3rd down and long.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to look deep down the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
To try again after the sack, Murray. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. That is caught by Thielen.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
18 more yards. That's another.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Thielen from 21 yards away.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Whenever I see an end route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Murray.
The 26-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Murray.
Crossing route complete to Ross.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his man. This is Tate.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Murray to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw, Murray.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour.
Yeah.